Hello, Hastings. Welcome to another Talk of the Town. And here doing the talking is myself, Tom Wright, and...
My name is Mo McNary. So glad that you joined us today. Thank you. I got to tell you, bestie, you're all buttoned up today. You look great.
I threw on the jacket. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going to surprise Mo and put on the jacket today.
Well, you know what? I'm channeling the closest thing I had to a pantsuit. So it's all good.
And it is a great suit. Great pantsuit. Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
And I love the jewelry. It's like lost treasure on your chest there.
Yes, it actually is. No pun intended.
Yes.
So we're in the month of November. I can't believe it.
Can you believe it? Yeah.
No, I can't actually. So we're welcome to November.
Yeah,
and we're
right.
both going to be chatting it up with
Mr. Tony Alongi, Ward 1 council member, who's announced that he's stepping down, so he's not filing for re-election, and so we got to have a nice chat with him.
That's great. And also, Thanksgiving is a time to be grateful. I am so grateful. I'm going to actually look at people, which I'm not supposed to, that aren't on camera.
Stop it.
But I'm going to do that anyway. I got to tell you, wonderful folks behind the scenes that do this show. And you and I couldn't do it without them. And so we want to say thank you to Mike Bramer. Thank you. And don't cut this out, Michael Kappa. And also Kurt Radke and our friend Russ Brockman a lot of times helps out. So thank you, and thank you to you. This is great fun. But in the month of Thanksgiving, many blessings. And one of them is my puppy.
Oh, the poor thing. You put it in a costume. Oh, man.
This is my little nugget dressed up as in his pilgrim wear.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, Terry wouldn't wear his pilgrim wear anymore. I usually take pictures and send them out. So anyway, yes.
We don't need to hear about your role-playing stuff.
No, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yes, Pocahontas. Anyway.
La 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 la.
No kidding. For me too. So what are you going to do for the big holiday, Thanksgiving?
Going to be making a road trip back to Rapid City,
nice.
I think, hometown.
And that's
been
in one day. June. You can do that, right?
Yep, we can do it. I can do it one day. And so looking forward to that.
Wonderful.
Yeah, catching up with everybody.
Well, it is a great time to spend time with family and friends, and we're so grateful that you're spending time with us today because we have a fun show.
We do.
We do.
We do.
Do we?
Yes. And we had some fun at Breakaway Arts, huh? They have a big open house with their cafe, featuring their new cafe. So really cool spot, new spot in Hastings. Go check out. So with that, what do you think? Should we go check it out?
I think we should.
All right, with Erica Sandquist, the cafe manager at Breakaway Arts Cafe, the big event here opening up. How exciting is that?
This is awesome. We've been waiting for this for a long time.
Now tell us, what do you guys have all here at the cafe? It looks pretty good.
Well, we have a lot of different things. So we have not only our specialty coffee, so we have iced drinks, we have the hot drinks, lattes, mochas, cappuccinos. We have the whole array of specialty coffee. And then we have these beautiful pastries from Patrick's Bakery up in the city. So, and in addition to that, we have our bar. So we have, we have mixed drinks as well as wine. And we also have, we're going to have a full menu of soup, salads, and sandwiches. So great place to come for happy hour, great place to come for coffee in the morning. Yep.
Sally, what do you think so far?
Oh, this is fantastic. I just had a little taste of the pastries, and they're really good.
All right, we found a local court celebrity here at the Breakaway Arts event here, Cynthia Peterson. Cynthia, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So yeah, because it's not just all coffee here at the Breakaway Arts. We got some booze here too, huh?
Good booze, yeah.
Where's your drink, sir? There you go.
Pretty good drink I had.
Yeah.
Driving.
You're drinking it so cool. Oh, you're the driver. We need somebody that's responsible at this table, right?
Being a responsible adult.
What do you guys think of this cafe so far?
Oh wow, I'm impressed. Yeah, no, it's a fun atmosphere.
I think it is the first place that brings all different types of people to the same place. Like a bar, you kind of get the same crowd, and this draws all different people, and I think this represents what community should be.
All right, I'm with an artiste here, Michael Daly, who has a lot of great pieces here on display at the cafe. Michael, nice to meet you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thanks for coming today.
So tell us, what kind of artist are you? I see some really cool, is this watercolor or what is this?
Yeah, I'm a watercolor painter, and I've been a self-employed artist for 27 years. And I get all of my income from the sale of my paintings. But most of these paintings are done outside, up north in northern Wisconsin. I have a studio in the woods. And so I go up north and I paint outside in the trees, by the river, by the flowers, in the wind, in the rain, in the wintertime. And so like I kind of work with nature to make these beautiful paintings.
What do you think of the cafe here?
I am blown away. When I came to hang my artwork about a week and a half ago, this place was a blank slate, and I walked through the door and screamed. I was just in shock at how beautiful this is.
Bestie, bonjour to you, bestie.
Howdy.
Howdy. No. See, this is a French cafe.
No, it looks more, it's Western. It could pass for Western, y'all.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Visiting with people and people in costume and people that are thankful for many things. What are you thankful for?
Oh, family. My mom, she's awesome. Creativity, lots of creativity.
I'm so thankful for my family and friends and yes, this time of year.
And as her spouse, what are you thankful for? You're supposed to start off with this.
What? Oh, I'm thankful for the lovely and talented Mrs. Hicks, of course, number one, right? And just family and just this beautiful place that's opening. It's so much fun, and it'll bring great joy to the community. So I'm really excited about that. So
I am thrilled because I am here with Mecca Page. Oh, Mecca, what a day. And you know what? We are talking, of course, in the month of November, and we're talking about all the things we're grateful for and thankful for. I can't even imagine what your list is.
It is huge. It is long, and I am so thankful to this community for supporting this project. Without them, this is not possible.
What are you thankful for?
Life. Thankful for good friends, renewing good friendship.
I'm most thankful for people, just being surrounded by amazing people and seeing the best in people, seeing the best in everyone.
What is a court jester thankful for?
Everything. What are you thankful for?
Wow, I'm thankful for so much. I'm thankful actually today because my friend Roger came up to the cabin the last 2 days, and he helped me close up the cabin. Everything is buttoned up, and my friend helped me, and I'm appreciative and thankful for that.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, right?
Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving.
And there you go, lots of fun at the Breakaway Arts Cafe. That's a great place, huh?
It is. I'm so happy for them. Yeah, good stuff. You know what else is good stuff? We have someone in studio that's a politician but is not running, which is my favorite kind these days.
It is nice to have someone come in.
And let me tell you something, for a lot of politicians, this is our favorite thing to not do.
Yeah.
We want to say welcome to Tony Alongi. Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you.
Yes,
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
And this guy, great politician. You've been in Hastings doing your thing for the city council since 2004.
2004. It's
representing
been 12
Ward
years,
1.
three 4-year terms.
Okay.
And we are, my wife and I just decided this spring that that was probably at phase, just felt done. I've got a kid who's a senior in high school.
You mean a baby goat?
I'm sorry?
A baby goat or a child?
A child.
Okay.
Where's this goat thing coming
you know what? Now that I think of it, I'll have to ask him. But I will be looking forward to spending time with both my son and my daughter, who's a senior at Hamline University this year.
So great. Tony, tell us about, go back to 2004, because, you know, I don't remember yesterday. So why did you run originally?
Sure. So at the time, I had been in Hastings for only 6 years, and I lived.
Okay. So you're not from here?
No,
Okay.
I'm from Cape Cod. I grew up on Cape Cod in New England, and it was a wonderful upbringing. A little bit weird because it's a tourist attraction, and it comes with all that kind of strangeness of the population doubling or tripling every summer, and what kind of careers are available or not available. So it was a little bit odd, but it was definitely beautiful and wonderful, and I'm grateful for it. But I had since come out to the Midwest, found a girl, married a girl, came out Midwest way, and we lived in Hastings for about 6 years, and I lived at the time in the Cowtown area, East Hastings area, on the right side of the tracks, we like to think of it.
No kidding, right.
And at the time, I just wanted to be a little bit involved, so I was in the planning commission at the time, just learning a little bit about what made Hastings special and what we were doing, and saw some of the issues that concerned me a little bit. And at the time, there were some residents who encouraged me to run.
Wow.
And I said, sure, I'll give it a whirl.
Right. So tell us more. Tell us about you as a person, for people that don't really know much about you. I've got to say, I enjoy watching you on this guy's channel, and you always you cut through the junk sometimes and just say the obvious that we sometimes are saying at home. Why doesn't somebody else
I hope to. I mean, I'm a raging extrovert, and I love talking. No surprise there. And with that said, so sometimes I'll ramble on.
But some people like to talk and they don't have much to say.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And that's been said about me too. I think with extroverts who like to talk, I think sometimes there's a little rambling component. But what will usually happen is after I put all the rough draft out there, I'll come up with, like, you know what, Anthony? So like a little voice in the back of my head. There's many voices in the back of the head. One of them at some point will perk up and say, you know what, Anthony, it's time to wrap this up. You know, it's time to shorten this one up. And so I'll try to come up with whatever the thing is, the essence, the bottom line at the end of it. And especially if I have time in front of, like I said, city council, you get lots of time. You're up there, you're listening to other people talk, you're listening to people give public testimony, staff and all that, whatever. And so you get time to scribble a couple of notes and you shape it up a little bit. So I don't want to take credit for always knowing the right thing to say, because sometimes I'm sitting there and you're listening to my fourth draft by the time I actually say it, right?
Wow.
So I don't want to pretend that somehow I always know the right thing to say.
Some busy voices. You got some really busy.
I was gonna say.
No, we're not gonna try that. Come on.
Because it's here and then it goes here.
Just let it go.
You know, and I love that approach too.
Yeah.
You know, and being real with folks is something I think is important, and it is lost in a lot of modern politics. I don't want to pretend that the golden age, like somehow that people never did it wrong or anything like that. We for a long time, politicians have been there've been good politicians, there have been less than good politicians. There have been good people and less than good people.
Right.
And so I don't want to pretend to be more than I am or less than I am. But I hope to be able to let people know what's going on in the city.
Right.
Or if people come to me with a question, they say, I don't get what's going on with this issue. Can you just break it down for me? I appreciate that they ask.
Right.
And it says as much about them as it says about me.
I wanted to ask you what. Looking back on all your time in the city council, what's like the funnest or funniest moments?
Most fun.
Yeah. Funniest moment from your time.
I'm glad you said it first, Mo.
Yeah. Most fun.
My mother's an English teacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
most fun moment. You know, I know that the council's a great group of people. I mean, I just want to say,
and they're fun.
And I'm not looking for they're the most fun group of people that you're going to ever imagine.
Funniest.
And I do want people to know I'm not running for anything. I don't care if you believe me or not, folks. There's no smoke-filled back room. There's no puppeteer pulling strings.
Okay.
These are people who enjoy serving together, and it's been a really great 12 years. Just the everyday moments, I think, would be wonderful. But I'll get more specific because I think you might be looking for a real answer to that question. And there was an issue.
What's Lori Brock's really
There
like?
was an issue about chickens. You remember chickens?
Oh yes, yeah, the big chicken debate.
And it's a serious issue. Some people just love raising chickens, and I don't ever want anybody to feel like we don't care about people who love chickens.
Right.
We do love people who love chickens. And several years ago, the Leduc Mansion came and asked for permission in the public institution zoning areas where they reside. Could they raise chickens for educational purposes? And we were going to say yes, but there was a group of advocates that also wanted to be able to do it in residential areas. And it takes nothing away from them to say that I found the entire issue incredibly entertaining.
I'm sure.
And
Lots of
interesting.
Yeah.
And interesting. And I saw both sides, and I respect both sides. And some of the things that were said at this hearing were just deeply amusing to me. And I don't know that it amused everybody, but I'm kind of one of the guys. I enjoy the
process.
I enjoy the process and the digging into figuring out what arguments are ludicrous and what arguments are really amazing. I remember leaving that thing. You know what? I don't necessarily want every meeting to be like that, but I'm glad we had the occasional meeting like that where people just come in from both sides, and some people say some really smart things on both sides, and some people say some really dumb things on both sides. And I just thought like that, to me, that was kind of like once a year having a hearing like that, a meeting like that, is the right pace for me.
Nice pace.
Tell us about the good people of Cowtown.
Oh, that, you know.
I mean, seriously, does it get there? They are the salt of the earth.
I owe Joni Warner a debt of gratitude. She was the first person to suggest that I run, and she's a long-time resident. For those folks that don't know her, she lives over in the Cowtown area and has lived there for decades. You know, I was adorable to them. Probably still am. I was adorable to them because I'd lived in Hastings for 6 years. You know, when I was running for office, and there are people there who lived like 20 years who feel like they're like they're incredibly young, you know, for the Cowtown area. But that's one of the oldest parts of Hastings. And the thing is, you can live in Hastings for years and not even be aware that on the other side of the tracks, some people are barely aware of the existence of the downtown in Hastings, which, by the way, you ought to all go visit it. But the second thing is, even if you go downtown, you know, you see that railroad and then you say, oh, well, there's something over there. You know, and it's a residential area.
Oh,
unless you're going down the marina,
beautiful.
You may not ever have a reason to go down there, but it is beautiful. And there's wonderful residents down there. And Lake Isabel is down there, and we put in a beautiful dock pier for the city, and it is gorgeous. And there are people down there who can't imagine living anywhere else, and I don't blame them. One of the only reasons why we moved to the wrong side of the tracks, back over in the rest of Hastings, is because Mary Janice, as her career started to take off, needed an office where she could work by herself and not have, you know, because we would always she'd be in the living room, and we'd have the TV on screaming, you know, the kids and me. Mostly me screaming.
Right.
That makes sense, yeah, I can see that.
She needed some peace and quiet, someplace where she could, you know, close the door.
Say, Tony, we have some questions to dig a little bit furder here.
I hope you don't scream.
Yes.
I feel like I'm on the spot now.
You are.
It could be the spotlight that suddenly started shining in my peripheral vision.
Might have something to do with it. Well, here we go. The top 5 questions for you.
Okay.
First of all, I'm really curious, and these are quick fire questions, whatever comes to your mind. This one's straightforward, though. Are you related to the famous heavyweight boxer of the 60s, Tony Alongi?
Thanks for asking that. I have been asked that before. I don't know is the short answer. I can't imagine I'm not somehow. It's got to be, there's got to be like a second distant cousin 3 times removed kind of deal, because there's only so many Alongis in America, and we can only trace back so far to my grandfather and like one other who came from Sicily.
Of course.
Completely legally.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
Just in case a certain candidate wins. Completely legally. I don't want anybody to be asking for my papers. So that's something where there probably very much is.
Here's my question. If you could share a delicious crock-pot meal with any political figure, alive or dead, who would it be?
Any political figure, alive or dead. You know, John Adams, when I read the biography of John Adams, you know, he's people know, second president of the United States, and a politician, one of the founding fathers, politician and lawyer from Massachusetts, farmer and lawyer from Massachusetts. And I just love the way that the books that I've read, the historians have described him and his relationship with his wife.
Abigail. I played Abigail,
yes. And the way that he put himself out there and wasn't afraid to kind of throw an elbow when he thought somebody was full of it. And I just think it would be fascinating to connect with him.
Love it.
Thomas, here's a fun political fact with a question. Thomas Jefferson invented the swivel chair.
That's not a question, Tom.
No, that's why it starts me out with a fun fact. Here's the question, Tony. Have you ever invented anything?
Have I ever invented anything? Just sort of imaginary time machines when I was a child.
Oh.
And maybe a time machine or two, maybe a couple weeks ago. You know, no, I can't say that I've invented anything that amazing as a swivel chair.
It's up there.
It's really up there.
I'm definitely in awe of anybody who can come up with that. My late brother, one of my older brothers, Dan, who passed on early this year, but he was great with his hands and mechanics, and he was really good at that. And I would say he probably had a great deal of inventions that he never told anybody about.
Right.
But that wasn't my skill set.
Oh. If you were to get a political tattoo, where would it be?
Put it right here.
Oh, so not even on the
And
left or the right?
It would say
be...
HCTV.
Oh, nice.
Nice choice.
You know?
And with,
that gets the votes.
Yeah, totally.
See, politician.
Yeah.
What can I say?
For
a little while longer, I'll say stuff like that.
Oh, Lord.
And finally, if you were stranded on a desert island with a fellow city council member, who would be your first choice?
That's a weird question.
So if it was a big enough island to have a small golf course on it, I would choose the mayor, because I very much enjoy our time playing golf.
Okay.
But if it was a little bit smaller than that, you know, I'd have to say that, you know what, I'd still choose Paul.
Oh.
I still choose Paul. He's one of the most sincere and honest and great people, and much less politicians, that I've ever known. And Hastings is well served by him. And I just enjoy our talks, and I enjoy
So
serving with
could
him.
he
and
go-
But can he hunt? Can he
Yeah,
build a
can he
fire?
fish?
I'll
Can
take
he-
care of all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
I got it covered. You know what we'll
I'd be
need.
terrible.
But what we'll need is not to be bored.
be
We'll need
lost
to be able to
with
tell stories. We'll need to be able to, we'll need to be able to, think through the population. What are we doing to serve the population of, fish and wildlife there? And Paul will be a
snore.
good civic servant.
Snore. But I suppose you don't have any other way
Is
to
it get-
pass,
is it getting- is
to
it getting
pass
deep in
your
it?
time.
I could see you two on that island,
Look,
like
I only
still
have
holding
6 of them.
meetings
I
every
only
2
have
weeks.
6 of them to choose from. Which one of them do you think is winning Survivor here?
I know who wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in my head.
That would be a fun show, Survivor, City Council. Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Well, you survived.
We'll find-
Speaking of Survivor.
Yeah,
I still serve until the end of December. You want to do something here on the set? Well, I'll
There
make
you
myself
go.
available.
Figure something out. Well, thank you. You did survive.
You did
the
survive.
Top 5
Thank
questions
you.
there in our interview.
Made it.
Thank you again, with Tony
They were
Alongi,
sure
Ward 1
rapid
council
fire
member. Yes.
for a-
Very rapid
That
fire
was-
for a politician.
That was. Whew. I don't know about you guys. I'm exhausted.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you in the future.
Yes, and thank you for
and to
your
you both
years
as
of
well.
service.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
absolutely.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's
Thank
a
you.
good, you can go out with a smile on your face. It's all good.
I can.
It's a great way to do it.
And thank you both for all you're doing to bring, I love watching you guys. I love
What are we
watching.
bringing?
I love watching HCTV. I love watching the things that you guys cover. Please keep up the good work
Thank
for the
you.
community. It's very
Thank
important.
you. Thank you. All right. Up next, we're gonna check out another recipe
More
for
good
Mo.
work.
Well, yes.
More, I'm making a difference
We'll see if
in
it has our
Hastings
vote, though.
kitchens.
We'll see if this recipe has our vote. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's time for our tastiest segment ever. What a crock.
Ever.
Ever. I'm going to put it on up that level there, Mo.
I
So the
lo-
pressure's on.
I love this segment. What a crock. We are, of course, in the month of November. Happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving to you.
Happy
And I
Thanksgiving
know you have big plans this Thanksgiving, but in case somebody is looking for something a little bit smaller and more intimate to do, this is a crock pot dinner, Thanksgiving dinner in a crock pot.
Love
so
it.
it's kind of fun. It still has all the same ingredients that you're hoping for. It has dressing, it has cranberries, it has turkey, but it's all together.
Lots of good stuff. We were actually
Yes.
eating quite a bit of this good stuff before the camera started rolling, so we decided we need to start shooting this segment before it's all gone.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So what do we got? What do we want to start with here?
What do we want to start with? We want to actually start with, let's see, we put our 3-pound turkey breast in the crock pot already because of safe food handling.
Nice. Did you go out and pick a turkey on the field and they have places
Kind of
like
like
that?
when we went pumpkin picking. That's
Yes.
not how it works. Yes, I like to not think that they once were out in a field anywhere. I like to think that they just
Just magically
your
appear
freezer somewhere.
in the
Yes.
store.
So we take
Nobody's harmed in the process.
Oh, turkeys. Okay, now you got me thinking about that. I understand we have.
It's too late. We can't return the turkey.
This
Mo.
is how I like to think of my turkeys. Anyway, so we have a turkey breast in there, a 3-pound turkey breast, and then you've been cutting apples. You know,
I have.
apples are kind of a fun little hidden surprise in your dressing. And then we took the liberty of mixing up. We have a can of cranberries, not the sauce, but like cranberries, actual cranberries. And then we put some dressing together. That's gross, but we're actually going to.
That's gross.
Well, it's kind of gross. We're gonna put that on top. So what we're doing? Would you be so
We're
kind?
trying
though?
to sell this recipe, Mo, and you can't
We're
sell
not
a
going to
recipe
put it
when
on
you're saying
top
it's
yet.
gross.
First, no, not quite
Let's
yet.
get a good shot of that right
not
there.
yet, friend. We're going to put some Lipton soup mix. We're going to put that in with our cranberries and with
Okay.
our dressing, not
can
dressing,
handle it.
with our gravy. And then
I see you opened this partially for me, so I appreciate that. You know, sometimes
no,
I miss a step.
Lovey, put it in
Oh, in
here.
here.
Yes. Sorry, and by Lovey, I mean bestie.
Lovey.
I got you commit. Whoops, I got you.
The set's falling apart here. It's all going downhill.
I am so falling apart.
Let's just drive it home, Mo, before we cause any more
This
damage.
is a real meal. I want it to be great for our viewers. Somebody actually just said to me last month. They
So it
tried-
wasn't just
they-
said to you.
They tried to follow our recipe. We're going to take 2 boxes of prepared dressing. Let's just say stovetop, you know, one of those kinds of things. So we're going to put that on top of so it's all
Yummy.
dry.
Yummy.
And then, you know what, I kind of like to jazz it up with some
Ooh, yeah.
Some of these
fried
little
onions.
fried onions, I think
Yeah.
those are kind of fun. And then you know what another secret is to kind of wet it down? We're going to put in some orange juice. So we're going to put orange juice on top of this.
Yummy.
And all the juices of the turkey. Now here's the problem. If you don't like your dressing mushy, this recipe is not for you. You can always make dressing on the side. And then let's flop in some of those yummy apples. Thank you. So we we cut up a whole apple. We're going to put that in as well.
Look at that. It's good apple too, by the way.
Yes, I know it.
Tested.
Yes, well, it's this the time of year. And then we're going to plop on this on top. This is our mixture, again, of cranberries and dressing, not dressing, gravy, and the Lipton soup mix. And you know,
What do I do with the whisk? I see a whisk laying
I
here.
just brought it because I knew it would make you
just
happy.
for props.
It would make you happy.
And it did.
I know, bestie, do I know
did.
you? And then here's the thing. We put this on top, and then we go run Gobblegate.
Oh, sure.
Then we come home. Well, maybe it's a little bit longer than that. It's about 4 to 6 hours. You know what? Maybe let's go 6 hours on high. You will have a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. So
Looks like it.
that's it. This is the month to be grateful and thankful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Yes, and thank you for watching. So that's it. You just have to wait a little bit. So
6 hours still, though.
yeah, 6 hours. It's all good. Yeah.
What a crock. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be mad.
I should see it coming every time, but I don't.
You
I mean, it
don't.
surprises me
I
every
know,
time.
bestie. Yes,
Yeah.
it's because you're so pretty.
Yes.
Anyway, so we're so grateful that you watch. My name is Mo,
And I'm Tom.
and this show is called
Talk of the Town.
See you next time.
Bye.